And we say to all of you, good Monday morning, September the 30th, 2019. It is time for you to wake up wild. We are glad that you are tuned in with us today, for sure, wherever you are this morning, this glorious morning right here in good old East Tennessee. We are glad that you guys are tuned up with us and ready for episode number 4 of Wake Up Wild. We cannot wait to get you the information that we are going to bring to you today. Our purpose this morning is to get you, again, to wake up wild, give you some motivation to get you started, give you that extra push, give you that motivation that you need to rock this day, this week. The new month starts tomorrow. Your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish in life, we want you to be great at it. So again, we're glad that you are tuned in with us today for Wake Up Wild. It is always a privilege and an honor for us to be able to come before you every Monday morning again and get you going in the right direction. We all need a push from time to time. We all need some help.
That's right.
We all need some motivation. And boy, oh boy, are we going to bring that to you today. We've got some outstanding information we're going to give to you today. Matter of fact, we're going to be talking about giving you 6 ways. 6 ways that you can get on the right track, man. That's what we're going to be talking about today. But every time that we come live, you guys, we need your help. Now, a matter of fact, let me tell you what you did last week first, all right?
Outstanding.
Before we solicit your help today, before we jump on and say this is what we need you to do today, you guys last week, man, literally rocked. Our show last week is the biggest show that we have ever done. We've been doing online Facebook Lives for 2 years. Now, we've boosted posts before.
Right.
Which means we pay for them to more people to see them.
Right.
We've boosted posts before and got more people to view. But last week, because we wanted to just kind of see what the shares were, all right? You guys over 81 times shared the video.
Yeah.
Right? That's killer right there.
Oh, yeah.
But by you sharing that, you helped us reach over 7,500 people. Mm-hmm. And I just looked before we got on, over 2,500 people have watched this show.
That's crazy.
From last week.
Yeah.
That's making a difference, man. That's why we wanted to come to you, give you the information, allow you to take it so you can be a positive influence, a motivational force for somebody else. But so how did you do that? That's the question. What did you do to do those things? You need to tell these people what they did and what we need them to do today.
Well, obviously, just like every time, we ask you to like the video, to share the video. That's key.
Yeah, it is.
Shares are key. And then invite people to the video. You can hit the share button. Go down and invite your friends. Again, you can send them to a private message. You can post it in groups. You can post it on your page. Whatever you want to do, but shares are key.
That's exactly right. And the more places you can share that, the more people you can share that with, the more people you can invite to the video, the better this message spreads, the better you can help those that are around you. Again, you can be the positive, motivational influence for someone else, and all you got to do is hit that share button, right? We're going to do all the talking.
Yeah.
You are going to get all the credit because you hit the share button. So we want you to do that. Again, this is episode number 4 of Wake Up Wild. Just in case this may be your first time, there's been new people follow the page this week. Just because of your all shares, some of your friends are starting to jump on board, what we like to call you, the nation, again, to come and get this positive information on a Monday morning. So again, if this is the first time you're watching, this is what this is. We are a real estate company in Morristown, Tennessee, but we're not talking real estate today.
No, we're not talking real estate
today. We are talking Wake Up Wild. We're bringing you motivation to get your day, your week, your month started, going in the right direction. Tell you again, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish in life, whether that be a great job, a husband, a mother, a friend, we're going to give you motivation today to do that. And every time we've came live, that's what we've done with this. But this show is brought to you by
Elite Realty Group.
That's exactly right. So again, we couldn't do it without all the support and the equipment that they help us get to broadcast this out literally around the world. There were people on here. We've got this back page report that tells us where people saw it. There were literally people in India watching this show last week, England watching this show last week. That's because of the shares. We don't know those people over there.
No.
But that's because of what you guys do. When you do come into the room today,
there you go.
When you do get on the show, make sure you say, hey, Dave is monitoring the feed. That's what he's doing there on his iPad. We want to shout you guys out. Say hey to us. If this is your first time watching, let us know where you're watching from. We like to try to keep up with that. Again, that helps us to know where this message is being spread to today. So when you come in the room, say hey. Your questions, your comments, your remarks about what we're talking about is very much welcome. We do not claim, nor do we know it all right?
Yes.
We've got articles, things that we read. Dave said this every time. We just get stuff that we're already using in our lives for motivation, and we're bringing that to you. Again, we like a good positive, motivational influence to be around us, so we thought, hey, what better way than to spread that to other people. Anybody in the room here today, you need to give a shout out before we get started.
Dustin Miller says, hey guys, I see Charlie Grooms is in
Dustin?
here.
Charlie Grooms.
Deanna Yearwood says she shared it.
Thanks, Deanna.
Grandma Rose says hello.
Rose is
Good
here.
morning.
We can start now. Rose is
Dad
here,
says hello.
Good morning, Dad.
Jan Smith says hello.
Absolutely, Jan.
Norma Gina Jumping Bean says hello.
She's probably working out. She always does this, she said, when she's working out.
Oh, yeah.
It gives her Monday morning motivation to get up and get going.
Go.
You know what I'm saying? So not only are we trying to help her, we're trying to help out everybody today. Again, when you come in the room, shout us out. We'll be monitoring that. We will try our best to shout you out today. Again, comments, questions, shares, likes, all of those things are good for us today. That helps us again with the message and all of the things that we are trying to do for you today.
Again, take 2 seconds, hit that share button. We greatly appreciate
That's
it.
exactly right. Great crowd last week, but we're expecting a bigger one this week. Again, just because you guys are helping us spread that. So let's get going.
Kristen Yeary says, good morning, love the positivity.
Good morning, absolutely. That's what we try to do, man. That's what we're here to do, is to bring that to you. Everybody needs a little help. Everybody needs a little bit of positive self-talk. We are big believers in that, not only in our lives, in our business, in the people that we come into contact with. Lots of doors have been opening up lately for us to make a positive influence. And you've got a choice. You can make a positive influence on people, or you can be Debbie Downer, and we're not going to do that.
Well,
right?
You're going to make an influence on people one way or the other.
One way or the other.
So are you being positive or negative?
That's right. So we have chosen that we're going to make that positive influence on people's life. Here's what we're going to get to today. Here's what we're going to talk with you about today. We're going to give you 6 different ways, all right, that you can know that you're on the right track. We've talked to you now for 3 weeks about things that you can do, motivational types of things. But we're going to talk to you today about how to look, all right, how to make sure that you are on, how to get yourself on the right track. Sometimes we all know this. This is just a fact of the matter. You can like it or lump it. It doesn't really matter. But here's what it is. Sometimes it's really easy in our lives to get off of what we feel is the right track.
Yeah.
We get in a slump and we don't even know how we got there.
Because of this life, it's rough.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Things happen. Life, as we call it all the time, life happens. That all is just prominent in all of our lives. But what do we do when we do see that we've got off of the right track, that we seem like we're down in the dumps, we don't have the motivation, we don't have the inner drive to do what we need to do, to be what we need to be? How do we get back on that right track?
Yeah.
Sometimes that's the hardest thing to do, is getting back on the right track.
Absolutely.
These are tips today that if you've got off the right track, to get you back on that. Because here's what it is. You've got to have direction in your life. You've got to know where you're going before you can ever get there.
Right.
So again, being on the right track is a very needed thing in our lives. To even have motivation to live positive. We just mentioned be positive or negative. It's hard to be a positive person when you're not on the right track yourself.
Absolutely.
We say a lot of times, we say it in messages, we say it in things at our church, we say it within our office. You can't help anyone else if you don't have what you need in it yourself.
Right.
I can't be positive to you if I don't have positivity.
Right.
I can't be a motivational person if I don't have within me motivation to do the things that I need to do. So getting off the wrong track and getting on the right track is a big thing that you need to make sure that you're doing in your life.
Like I said earlier, you're going to be a positive or a negative to somebody.
There's no doubt.
So again, look at yourself.
There's no doubt.
Look at yourself and see, am I being that positive?
You got to watch the trick there too, because your own self will trick yourself that I just ain't going to be nothing.
Right.
So I won't be negative or I won't be positive.
Right.
Well, you just chose then not to take advantage of being that motivational, positive person to the people around you. We're going to get you on the right track today.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
With your help, with your thoughts, with your positivity. You've entered the positivity zone today.
right.
All right? That's what this right here is, the motivational positivity zone. You have did that. There ain't no negativity in here today, right? That ain't going to happen today. We're getting this week started. Let's rock this thing with 6 ways to get you on the right track in your life, all right? Some of these may be really easy. Some of these you may feel they're hard for you, but here's what we're going to say. You'll never get anywhere if you don't try to get there, all right?
That's right.
So you have to have a little bit of self-drive within yourself today to make sure that, hey, I want to get on the right track. So here we go. We got 6 of them. Let's get going today. Again, take notes. Talk to us. Your comments, your remarks in the box. Your love, your hate. It don't matter what's going down today. We want to hear from you. So here's number 1, all right? Getting on the right track. 6 ways to get yourself on the right track in life. Number 1, in no particular order, is you have to know your purpose. Yeah. Every single one of us have a purpose.
Absolutely.
We have a purpose in life. We're not just here to take up space. We're not just here to exist. We're not just here to use other people, but we've all got a purpose. Now, again, we've already kind of alluded a little bit. You're going to serve a purpose as a positive person, or you're going to serve a purpose as a negative person. Right. We don't want the negativity today, but you got to know your purpose. Have you really ever sat down and thought about your whole life, looked at every aspect of it, whether that's your personal life, your marriage life, your life with your children, your life in your spiritual life, just your life as a whole, and say, really, what is my purpose? Mm-hmm. What do I have that I can bring to the table? What is it that I'm supposed to be doing that's going to make that positive impact on people's life? Well, you have to know your purpose.
Yeah.
To be sure you're on the right track, especially, how in the world can you know where you're going to go? How can you make sure that I'm on the right track if you don't even know what your purpose is?
Yeah.
Now, here's what we know. There's mothers and fathers watching this show. There's children watching this show. There's grandparents. There's friends. There's spiritual leaders. There's community leaders. You are watching this show today. In those aspects of your life that you are wanting to serve and make this purpose, fulfill this purpose, get on this right track. What's your purpose in those categories of your life? When you look at it again as parents, we're parents. When you look at it as, how can I? What's my purpose as a father to my children? Is it to lead them in the right direction? Is it to give them the information that they need to succeed in life? Is it leading them in the right directions? I've got to know that that's what my purpose is before I can even get on the track.
Right.
That I says that's what I need to be that influence upon my children. Me and you, we're siblings. What's my purpose as your brother? What's my purpose in the company that I work for? What's my purpose in the family that I'm in? We all have those purposes.
Yeah, I'm going to say you're going to have multiple roles.
There's going to be many.
You're going to have multiple roles, but you got to embrace those roles.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to embrace those roles. But I'm telling you, when you define that, I liken that a lot of times in people that I talk to and people that I'm trying to help accomplish things, is knowing your purpose, but connecting your purpose to why. Yeah. Why is this my purpose? Yeah. This is what I'm going to say to you. If you know why, if you know something in your life that you're wanting to accomplish and you know why am I wanting to accomplish this? The how, the what I've got to do, the how it's got to be done, all of those things, when I need to do it, those become easy because you know why. You know your purpose. You know those things in your life that you have to do to be that. So again, 6 ways to get you on the right track in life. The first thing you got to determine is, what's my purpose? What am I trying to serve? What is it that I am fulfilling? Once you know that purpose, you automatically begin that journey. It automatically happens that you begin that journey to begin fulfilling your purpose and getting on the right track in life.
I was going to say, when you find that purpose, because that's a big one.
It's major.
That's a big one. When you find that, a lot of times it's not going to be the easy thing that you're going to look for. It's going to be right in front of you, but you will know when you find your purpose.
There's no doubt. And don't let the negative self-talk that we all deal with so often, all right? I'm not the only crazy one in the room here today, all right? We all deal with negativity and negative things to ourselves, and we want to say sometimes, because we're not on the right track, we oftentimes want to tell ourselves we don't have no purpose. You're lying to yourself. You are 100% lying to yourself if you don't think you have a purpose.
Dad said you either live life or life lives you.
There is no doubt about that.
That's true.
There's no doubt about that. What we want you today to do today is get on the right track, all right? There's never been a better time than right now for you to get on the right track in your life. We're trying to help you, give you that information today. 6 ways, what we're talking about, to get you on the right track. Number 1 is know and serve your purpose. What do you got for number 2?
Number 2 is don't allow obstacles to stop you. So, again, big one, because you know they're going to come.
Sure.
Roadblocks, stumbling blocks, whatever you want to label them, they're going to come.
Sure.
But you can't allow those things that are going to come into your life, you can't allow those to stop you from doing what you're meant to do.
No, there's no
Because
doubt.
like you just said, you know, yeah, we're positive. We try to stay positive, keep that positive outlook on life. But let's just be honest, it is life. It's
Sure.
hard to not get down.
Sure.
It's because people's going to knock you down. It's hard to
right.
not get knocked down, but you got to be able to overcome those.
That's right.
That way you can stay positive.
That's right.
Stay on the right path.
One of the things, again, in getting on that right track is knowing you're going to get knocked down.
Yeah.
Knowing there's going to be an obstacle. Knowing somebody's going to smack you right in the mouth at the least opportune time, most inopportune time that it can happen to you, you're probably going to get smacked in the mouth.
Right.
But use those obstacles. Use that as a stepping stone. Use that as a learning experience. Use that as okay, this has happened. What can I take out of it that's good for me? What can I take out of it and learn that, again, this is here to derail me. This is here to get me going down the wrong road, get me on the wrong track, get me in the wrong frame of mind. But I'm not going to use it that way.
Right.
I'm going to use what, again, the obstacle that's been placed here before me, I'm going to use that to get myself on the right track, because you know what? That feeling of defeat, that feeling of that obstacle, that feeling of that stopping you, that can again be a motivational driving force for you to look at it and say, you know what, that right there stunk. That was a bad area. That was a bad obstacle. That was a bad thing that happened to me. I'm going to use this because I don't want to feel this way no more. I don't want to deal with this no more. So again, instead of allowing it to be an obstacle, use it as a stepping stone. What better motivation than internal motivation, because you know what it feels like for it to not be right.
Yeah.
So know what it feels like to be right. Make sure that you don't go back to that area. You know what? You can all get down, but we don't have to stay there. We got to get up from those things, right? We got to get up from those things. So again, when you come in the room today, this is episode number 4, Wake Up Wild, again, September the 30th, 2019. We're talking to you today about 6 ways to get you on the right track. When you come in the room, say hey to us. Your comments, your remarks, they are all welcome to you today.
Some good ones over here. Deanna says negativity only feeds more negativity.
Big time.
Kristen said no stinking thinking.
That's right. I like that. I like that.
Sabrina says she's pretty sure there's a wall built around me. We've all felt that way at certain times.
Massive.
Have we not?
Massive.
We've
man.
all felt that way. But
Very
again,
massive.
it can be knocked down.
That's right.
It can be knocked
right.
down.
There's things in our life that we're going to feel like we're just entrapped.
Yeah.
We're literally just entrapped in this situation. But here's what you got to say. If there is a way in, there is a way out.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it's walking right back through the same door that got you in there. So you've walked down the path of negativity. You've walked down the track of, man, this right here is just a bad thing that's happened.
Right.
Those are going to be things that happen to us. Again, good and bad happen to us all.
Yeah.
But the door was there that got us in. Turn yourself around. Walk right back out of that door, but you've got to make up the internal, it's got to be from you that says, I ain't staying here.
Right.
This moment, this place, this time, it's been bad. I've not enjoyed it. Things have happened, negative things, maybe personal things have happened, but I don't like this.
Right.
So I'm going to choose from where I am right this very moment. I'm going to choose that I'm going to walk right back out that door that I walked in to get into.
And as we said just a week or two ago, sometimes we don't understand why we're where we're at.
No, we don't.
But we're there for a reason.
That's
We're there for a purpose. We are being groomed for something else that's to come.
Major.
We got to, again, like we said, embrace that role.
Sure.
And then again, you're there for a reason. You're there to grow from it.
Yes, I've said it many times. I tell my kids this all the time.
Good morning, Bill.
I say this a lot, and it's really so true. But life is a lot of things how you look at it. All right, it is how you look at a lot of things in your life. It's how you look at it. But I can tell you personal experience after personal experience, and I think you guys can on here too. Matter of fact, when I say this, if you can relate to this, give me a hand raise up on here, okay? But there have been things in my life that have stunk. I mean, major stunk.
Right.
I have not enjoyed that part, planet, place at all. But instead, again, of allowing that to define who I am, what I am, where I'm going, what I'm doing, what my purpose is, I've used those obstacles to be able to say, you know what, there's a lesson here for me. There's a lesson in this trial. There's a lesson in this place. And instead of, again, allowing that to define me and keep me there, I'm going to learn something from it. There is some sort of positivity I can pull out of this negative situation, this obstacle, and what can I find? What golden nugget is in this place that I can pull out of it and say, you know what? That stunk. But I'm going to learn this.
And that's where your focus needs to be.
That's where it is. That's going back to the purpose.
Yeah, because again, the negative is going to be there.
Yes, it is.
But it's a mindset of what you focus your mind on.
There is no doubt about it. There is no doubt about it. Wonderful comments, wonderful remarks today. That's what you want me to do. We've been through 2 of the 6 ways to get you on the right track. Here's the 3rd one, and this is a big one, okay? This is a big one when I was looking at this. But getting on the right track is number 3 is you don't need to worry about what other people think.
Yeah, that's a big one.
You do not need to worry about what the negatives, the haters. If you and I just doing what we do here, okay? We're spinning positivity here. All right?
Yeah.
We're spinning it every which way we can spin it. But again, for 2 years we did a real estate show, so I could go back 2 years and tell you this. But I'll just go for these 4 episodes here. Not only have you guys reached out to us and gave us the positivity, the love, the comments, the remarks, the shares, the haters have reached out too.
Right.
All right? The haters are going to hate. You know what? I could care less what the haters think.
Right.
I could care less what those people think because I'm not going to worry about what somebody else's opinion of my life and how I need to live it need to be.
Right.
When you start listening to the haters, you're on the wrong track.
Yeah.
You're listening to somebody else telling you what you need to do, who you need to be, where you need to go, what you need to do in your life. And you know what? It ain't their life. It ain't their purpose that you're trying to serve, or at least it shouldn't be. It's your purpose. It's your direction. It's your dreams. It's your goals. It's your aspirations that you have. So don't worry about what other people think. You will never, ever 100% be able to satisfy everybody.
No.
And you need to go ahead and know that.
Not going to happen.
It is not going to happen. You need to know those things. There are going to be. There was a man in the Bible said, every time I try to do good, evil is present.
Right.
That can be related to every area of our life, whether it's spiritual or natural. Every time you try to do good, somebody's going to say, what in the world are you doing that for? Why in the world are you parenting your children that way?
Yeah.
Why in the world are you being that kind of husband or wife? Why are you working that job? Why are you feeling that way? Who cares what they think?
Right.
All right? You're not trying to live a life to please everybody. You got to sometimes worry about number 1.
Yeah.
And that's you. But I'm going to tell you this. The better that you are, the more your purpose is defined for you, the better you can serve all of those around you. And you know what? The haters are going to hate.
Yeah.
If you ain't got nobody hating you, you ain't doing nothing right.
That's right.
I'm going to be serious about that.
That's 100% true.
If there ain't no haters on you, you ain't doing nothing right.
That's 100%.
You got to do things, man. Make a wave. Make a positive wave. Make a motivational wave. Make an impact to where, again, the people, when they're around you, you got so much goodness laying all over you, they can't even stand to be in the same room as you.
Dad just said just a minute ago, write your own chapter in life.
That's
Don't
right,
let
man.
someone else write your book.
There is no
You
doubt
take
about
control. Like I said, you're going to have the haters. They're going to be there.
It's going to happen.
They're going to be there. But
It's
don't worry
gonna
about them.
happen.
Tune them out.
That's exactly
Tunnel vision.
right.
Focus on what your goal is. And don't worry about the naysayers.
I'm a big believer in that. You know what? Because, again, so many times we really do. We allow other people to influence what we can do, what we can be, what we can say.
We let them put the limitations on us.
That's exactly right. Yeah. Because, again, we're worried more about what they think than what we think.
Yeah.
Stop that garbage. That's just garbage in your life. Yeah. You're on the wrong track worried about, you're trying to run somebody else's track for your life.
Well, again, a lot of times we have these goals for ourselves.
No doubt.
And we never even try to obtain them because when we mention it to somebody, it's... You can't do that. You can't do that. Yeah, you can't do that. Don't waste your time on that. everybody that's in a position of where they are right now, the millionaires, multimillionaires, those people was told no at some point in time in their life. You can guarantee it.
No
but
doubt.
they've pushed through.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. You can be anything you want to be. What you got for number 4?
Number 4 is you got to get excited about where you're heading.
I'm excited, man. We're Wake Up Wild here today.
You got to get it, just like we were just saying, you got to get excited about where you're going. Focus on what you want to go. Get excited about it. What's his name? I listen to him all the time. E.T. He says, he don't have to set an alarm clock. He's ready to get up in the morning. He's excited about what he's going to do for the day. So you got to make up your mind, get ready to go, and be excited about where you're heading.
There's no doubt about it. When the excitement comes, you know what I'm saying? You need to be excited about what that purpose is in your life. We kind of talked about earlier defining your purpose, looking at those things, seeing again what your purpose is in life. But get excited about that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Sometimes we allow things that we're not to keep us from being what we are. Don't worry about what you ain't.
Right.
Don't worry about the things that you've not reached yet, but look at where you are in your life and be excited about it. I am excited today, again, to be here on this show. We love this right here.
We love doing
this. This excites us to do that. That got me up out of the bed this morning ready to go because I was excited.
Had my alarm clock set at 6 and I woke up at 5:15.
That's what I'm saying, man. So you was ready to go. But that's for us looking at this. But what about you today? What about where you are? What about what you're going to accomplish today? You find this foolish, and people think you're just a nut when you say these things. But again, I got parents watching. Be excited about being a parent to your children. No matter what's going on, no matter what's happening in their life, no matter if they make straight A's or they're struggling in school, be excited about being their parent. Right. Brothers, sisters, fathers, mothers.
Because again, your positivity is going to rub off on them.
It's big time. You can make that positive influence, but you know what? You got to be a little bit excited about it. Mm-hmm. We've all probably in our life went to places and things that we weren't too excited about. Right. But somebody around us was like really excited about this.
Yeah.
And because they had excitement, it got us excited. Mm-hmm. Be that person. Mm-hmm. Be that person again that has that excitement, because you know what? You get to. Not you have to. I get to today be Taylor and Angela's dad. Right. I get to do that. Right. I get to go to my job. I get to be your friend. I get to be the positive person. Not I have to.
Right.
I get to.
Right.
That mindset, changing it from that gets you excited.
Yeah.
Automatically, those kind of things happen.
Yeah, it's just like when you're going on vacation.
Sure.
Everybody has that when they're going on vacation. They're so excited.
Yes.
The night before that they can't even go to sleep.
No, I mean,
they're so excited that they get to go do something that
sure.
next day. So again, that's what you got to focus on. You get to.
I get to.
That excitement has to drive you.
There is no doubt about it. But you got to be, again, a little bit of excitement is good for us all. It's good for every single one of us.
Right.
So again, we've been through 4 of the 6 ways today. We're talking to you about 6 ways to get on the right track. We got 2 more. We've been talking for 28 minutes, so we're going to go through these 2. Here's number 5. Don't, in getting on the right track, don't compromise your morals or beliefs. There has to be within you a set of rules, okay? Sometimes we think taking the easy way, cheating way, compromising who we really are. I ain't telling you to change who you are.
Right.
I'm not telling you to change your beliefs, your morals to become the person on the right track. That again is allowing somebody else to control you.
Right.
Don't compromise those things. You are who you are, and that's what you need to again see. But I've got these morals and beliefs that I'm going to base my whole entire life, my parenting skills, my work. I'm going to base it on these morals and beliefs. And again, don't change those for anyone else.
Right.
You may be within yourself on your journey have to change a belief pattern. You may have to change from I can't to I can. Mm-hmm. That's okay.
Right.
But as far as changing the morals and beliefs that you're built upon, don't go down that road.
No.
That's the wrong track for you to be on. And there's a matter of fact is if you're on the wrong track, that's probably happened in your life. We can go from positive to negative in our morals and beliefs, and that gets us on the wrong track.
Absolutely.
If you've got there, change those back, because you had them, but you changed them and it got you on the wrong track. All right, so make sure in getting on the right track, you don't change who you are. You are who you are, and you need to be that person. That's number 5. Number 6.
That was me. Okay, so again, we're talking about ways to get on the right track. At the end of the day, it boils down to this right here. You got to work hard and give it everything you got.
Give it all
That's
you
just
got,
all
man.
it boils down to.
Yeah.
At some point in
Gotta
time,
try.
you got to pick it up.
You got
to put excuses to the side.
Sure.
And you just got to go to work. That's what you got to do.
That's
you got to
exactly
put your mind in the right. You got to get in the right frame of mind and just go do it.
That's right.
There's no other way around it. You just got to go do it.
If you're doing nothing now, one little step forward is the right step forward.
Yeah.
Don't try to, and don't even think it's going to happen that you get up and in one day, 1 second, 1 hour, everything had just magically changed. You went, bam, and it's totally changed.
Right.
That's not going to happen.
Ain't going to happen. It's a process.
Those things are not going to happen. That process that you have in your life, those things, that has to be done.
Right.
You've got to, again, but you got to work hard at it.
Yeah.
Some things, again, the greatest things in life are not always the easiest things in life.
You've
to
always
get.
heard. You've always heard that.
Yes.
The good stuff don't come easy.
There's no doubt about that. But again, one step forward is better than staying, especially if you're on the wrong track. One step forward is better than staying where you are. You have to begin somewhere. You have to start somewhere. You have to try somewhere. You have to do something. But here's the thing. You'll never know what you can be. You'll never know how great your life can be. You'll never know how great of a parent you can be. You'll never know how great your relationship with your spouse can be if you're not giving it all you got.
Right.
That's one of the biggest things that get us and keep us on the wrong track is because we really don't give it all we got. I'm gonna tap in this.
Right.
I'm gonna play in this and see if it happens. Can't do that.
No.
That's the wrong track. You got to go into it with a mindset. If I'm going down this road, if I'm going to take my life and get it on the right track, I'm going to give it everything I have.
Yeah.
And when you do that, chances are your life, your track, your purpose, your goals that you have, the things that you're wanting to accomplish, they begin to fall right in place because all that happened was you're giving it your very best shot to be that person. This has been 6 ways today.
Deanna said this would be a great podcast.
Oh, it is a podcast.
It is a podcast.
Go to your favorite podcast location, whether that be Apple, Spotify, any of those. We're recording this right now, and it will go on the podcast later on today. But yes, you can go hear us anytime on your favorite podcast location. Simply just search for Wake Up Wild, and you will find us there. So yeah, we're doing that today. Again, this has been 6 ways that you can get on the right track. Hopefully we've brought you some good information today, trying to get your morning, your week, your month started off on the right track. That's been our goal and our purpose for today. Anything else you got to go with down the line, man?
No, we've had a lot of good comments though today. We've had a good crowd today. So again, we appreciate the shares. We appreciate that from you
Make
guys.
sure again that if you want to, go back and watch this. Share this with your friends. Share this with your family. Share this with somebody that may be on the wrong track
Share it with
in
the
their
people
life.
that are the naysayers.
That's
in your
exactly
life.
right.
Share
Share it with them, man, and tell them, hey, I ain't staying where I am no more, but I'm going to bigger and better things in my life. I ain't going to live on the wrong track no more. I'm going to live on the right track. Hey, if you've not, don't forget on Wednesdays at 12 noon, we have a real estate show called Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live, presented by
Elite Realty Group.
We come to you to talk real estate on that day, along with a lot of other things. We'll tell you that's watching today, if you've never watched that show, make sure you give it a try. We're going to be having a giveaway on our show on Wednesday, so you'll want to be a part of that. We've got, as most of you know, we're giving away circus tickets to an upcoming circus in Knoxville, so you're going to have a chance to win those on Wednesdays. Also on Fridays, we have a show called Just Talking Life, where we cook, we give you life tips. Last week we talked about ways to get a better sleep.
Right.
We talk about a lot of things on that show, so that's Friday mornings at 8 a.m. We just try to come to you again, help you in every aspect of your life, including personal, spiritual, real estate, whatever it is. We want to be that go-to person for you. We couldn't do any of it without you. Your comments, your questions, your remarks, your shares, your likes, all of that today, we appreciate it. Continue in all of our podcasts, our daily shows, all of those things. Share those things out there and help us to spread the love around the world. Got anything else for the people of the nation today?
No.
It's been wonderful. 6 ways we've told you today to get on the right track. If you're on the wrong track, make the decision in your life right here, right now. I am going to get on the right track.
Roll your sleeves up, put your gloves on.
Get to work.
Get at work.
We will see you guys on Wednesday at 12 noon. If we don't see you on that show, hopefully Friday. If not, right here next week. Same time, same place. Same people going to be giving you the information. Wake Up Wild has been brought to you by
Elite Realty
You
Group.
guys be blessed. We'll see you next time.